we see about KTU Solved question paper for computer programming and numerical methods. In the first question A, but explain how integer number and floating number are represented internally in a computer. Basically, computer reads binary number or decimal number. In this, represent as binary or decimal value. In this integer number, computer used fixed number of bit. This fixed number of bits uses bit length. Bit length are 8 bit, 16 bit, 32 bit or 64 bit. In this integer number, we represent using two ways, signed integer, unsigned integer. For unsigned integer, 0 and positive values are used. For signed integer, we represent 0, positive and negative values. Any integer values are used as signed integer. In this signed integer, three representation scheme are sign magnitude representation, 1's complement and 2's complement representation. This is about integer number. Then floating number. Floating number are represented in scientific notation. That is, it is expressed as fraction f or exponent e. Here two schemes are used for floating numbers. One is 32-bit single precision and another one is 64-bit double precision. For 32-bit single precision, first bit is significant bit and the next 8 bit is exponent and the remaining 23 bit is fraction. In that, exponent is expressed as E, capital E, and fraction is capital F. For 64-bit double precision, 11-bit represent exponent, 1 bit as significant bit, remaining 52 bit is fraction. This is what floating number. Next question is, write an algorithm and draw a neat flow chart to find all possible root of quadratic equation. First, we know quadratic equation is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is a quadratic equation. For algorithm, algorithm is step-by-step procedure for a problem. Step-by-step procedure to easily understand this problem. First, always algorithm has start and stop. First step, so the first step is start. Next, read the values. That means we want to initialize the value for a, b and c. So the second step is input the value of a, b, c. Next, calculate the value b square minus 4ac. Next, give the value less than 0. Then the root is imaginary and we can solve as r1 equal to minus b plus ik divided by 2a if the root is equal. Next, the formula is minus b divided by 2a. If d greater than 0, then the root is real and the value is minus b plus d divided by 2a. After finding this, print r1 and r2. Then stop. This is the algorithm of quadratic equation. Next, flow chart. What is meant by flow chart? The sequential diagram. it follows the sequential order and explain in a diagram. It has some flows and notations are used in flowchart. First, start. Next, read the value of A, B and C. Next, calculate the value of B square minus 4AC. Next, check the value for calculate the value for imaginary and real. After finding the value, print R1 and that R2 value. Then stop. If we write algorithm for this, we can easily draw the flowchart for a problem. This is about flowchart. Next question. We move on to next question. Explain with the example the token in C++. In C++, token means small individual unit of program. Okay, which are meaningful to compiler. That means compiler can understand the word token in a program. Token are classified as identifiers, keyword, string, constant and variables, special symbol, operators. Then token are separated by a white space which can be blank, tabs, etc. Then we see about identifiers. In a program element, in a program, the program element is called identifiers. That is the which start with alphabet or underscores. Then it is a identifiers. It must be 31 character long. Then keyword. Keyword in a program, keyword are reserved and predefined. It may be const, struct, continue, break. These all are the keyword used in C program. Then string. String means is in a array of character ended with null character. This is called a string. String in a program. String is always entered in the quotation, in double quotation. Then const. Const means in a program the fixed value is used for the execution. On execution time it cannot change the value. If we given one value, it must be constant it must be constant fully on the execution time. In this constant types are integer constant, floating constant, character constant, string constant, octal and hexadecimal constant. Special symbol. Special symbol means some symbols used for data operation in a program, which are called special symbols. Some symbols are bracket, star, quotation. These all are the symbols. Operators means symbols used to perform some specific operation in a program. That means some addition, subtraction. These are the operators into three category: unary, binary, ternary. These all are the operators. This one is an example program for that. First library function, then main function, then this one carries a keyword, then initializing the value for A1, B and D. Then this is a string. String 200 of equal to quotation and mode.com. This one is a string initialization. Then condition. If b less than 0, print f character value a1, then else. If this value is not printed, then the value is float or int, then return 0. Then in second B part, describe the structure of C++ program with an example. Structure. First, in a program, it must contain library, function, then body of function. These all are the main structure of C programming. First we see function, which is called one or more function, which is called main function. Then libraries. Then function name followed by optional list of arguments. The list of arguments declaration. We can declare the integer or anything. Then statement which comprise the body of function, main function. Then general format, preprocessor directive, function prototype, global variable declaration, then main program, then body of the program, then return statement. This is an example, simple example, hello world, to display hello world program. In this program, it simply display as output hello world.